Transformational sacred dance. What is that? We all have different traumatic experiences in our life. I had my first ballet class when I was 9 years old. Apparently, I excelled at it right away. But starting from that first ballet class, I did keep dancing really pretty much for the rest of my life. I went to Cornish Institute of the Arts in Seattle. Stayed in Seattle for a couple of years and danced with some other modern dance people like Shirley Jenkins, Strong Wind, Wild Horses, a bit with Wade Madsen and other people that were there at this Seattle Dance Center. But I left Seattle. There I had a college degree in dance, but I hadn't really thought about being a teacher. But I realized I wanted to create some choreography, so I started teaching so that I could get more used to discovering what my personal movement style was about. Wound up in Olympia for about 5 years, and I taught some modern dance classes at the Evergreen State College Leisure Education Department and at the local dance school called the Johansson School of Ballet. Wound up moving to Eastern Washington, continued to teach a lot more, and discovered that I was actually a pretty good choreographer, especially for musical theater, where almost everybody who ever tried out for a musical did it because they liked singing, and almost none of them were dance trained. Very few, I'd say like 10% or fewer, were actually trained in any kind of dance. I found myself, for one thing, being the only modern dance instructor in the region. Out there in Eastern Washington, there really wasn't much modern. And then when I became a choreographer for musical theater productions, I was always choreographing at a level where non-dancers could do it. They could enjoy doing it. The audience would love it. The director would love it. I had this knack for creating fun dance that people enjoyed both participating in and witnessing. I did have a modern dance company for about 4 years. I called it Ricochet Modern Dance Theater. I'm telling you all this background to show that, like, there are pieces and parts of my life that I can see now led me to this place where, through my creativity, I created a dance modality based on sacred geometry, the seed of life, sacred geometry. And the choreographer part of me figured out how to move in that sacred geometry pattern. I created this image to show you the seed of life is the basis of what the movement is based on. And I have found through practicing that there's usually two things that are going on. There are some mantras. My favorite mantra is Ho'oponopono. And when I say that, when I'm in my vortex, it's just so healing, raises my vibration so I can release any of the energy that's not serving me well at that moment, as well as to download and embody frequencies that are very empowering. But you're going to have to see a video of a demonstration of dancing in the vortex coming up pretty soon, where I'll show you what it looks like. I am going to be launching a course teaching people how to do this simple movement, both as a self-care practice. So my intention in sharing Dancing in the Vortex with whoever out there decides to learn how to join with me and do this, it's going to help us co-create a higher vibration here on Earth. I taught beginner level dance classes for decades, as well as tons of different exercise modalities. And so this is all coming up now, beginning of 2024. I'll have my first 10-week program, Dancing in the Vortex of Self-Love and Creation. I'll be getting that information out to you pretty soon. So it's my intention to kind of weave together the transformational dance modality with some coaching and healing to help my course participants to shift and release those things that are no longer serving you, and you know what I'm talking about, and also to download new information into your body so that you can more quickly and easily manifest a life you truly love living through self-love practices that are fun and feel good, with some help from me, Suzy Quinn.